You ask for a beginning. I speak to you of a ship, sailing my blood. There was a continent mistook for a country, mistook for a cake, and then a feast. Ghost, white hands licking brown bodies from their fingers. Auction, swelter, fade to black. And then my birth. A red ocean coughs up a kicking boy, and then the ocean recedes. You ask for more specific biology. I speak of wind, of invisible blood, moonlit flight of a boy floating from hospital to foster home to foster home to foster home, until finally a woman picks the boy made entirely of sand. My name is Donte Collins, and I am a poet. I was adopted into a family of 9. I am always seeking to kind of belong, not from a place of like deficit, but from a place of who can I welcome into the family of me, or how many families or homes can I have? So in thinking of home and place and what inspires my language landscape, or what inspires my bravery or my nerve to write and perform, I think Sympathy Flavor was a place that my heart kept going back to. A lot of times, like my audience when I write, is my younger self, but specifically the younger self in this space. Like the lunch table kids at lunch, we'd often like rap battle, and we made language work for us. It's what spoken word and poetry does for me. It calls me one into myself. It says like, well, what do you know about words? What do you know about rhythm and sound and song? And what can you make? Like, what can you make? What do you have to say? And I love that. Look at the moon, making sugar of its light, and look at each hair of grass naming themselves, and sure, I exist like a gust of wind. The luck of some slow erasure, sure. The orphan mothers his own tongue, sure. I am here, like everything's busy child, like a handprint left in the sand. Poetry allows me to move beyond what would otherwise weigh me down. I get to be braver in a poem. If I can't carry something, I can put it in a poem, it can carry it for me. Like, that's great, and then I get to move on. So it's cathartic in that way, it's freeing in that way. See, I hope that my poems inspire people to interrogate themselves. I want people to find power in their narrative and lead with that narrative. And I think that that disrupts a lot, because a lot of people are being told what their narrative is, or are being grouped into this system that benefits off of them not knowing that, one, they have power in their own story, and two, that language is theirs. I don't know, I just think poems do that. Poems start conversations. That before anything is what I would like my poems to do.